Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gameweek 18, ChampManFPL Season 3. And tonight you're stuck with me and David. If David's finished his cheese, have you finished your cheese, David? You ready to go?
A little bit left.
Like a little mouse there with his block of cheese. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good. Yeah, it's feeling good about tonight. I was set on a -4, and then the more I thought about it, I'm now rolled for this week. I think it's that point between the kind of the fixture swing. So I've seen a few hits mucking about, but I'm happy I've rolled and look forward to another red arrow this week.
Yeah. Well, you're all right. You're on the right-hand side, so you've got a good chance. Even I managed a green arrow. I sat on the right last week, so if I can do it, then anyone can do it. I think for me, I've just not a roll, but just one transfer for me. I bought Balaban in this week. I just thought, fuck it, fuck Christie, absolutely useless. Captained him in the double last week. I can't sit and look at him for another week, so I just thought, I'll go for Balaban maybe for a week or two. So we'll see how that goes.
No one else is going to have him.
Well, no, that's part of it as well. Yeah, where I am, I need people that have got a chance that are going to be a differential. So we'll see how that goes. Hello, everybody in the chat. We've got Ryan Nurse. Good evening, Ryan. Neil. Good evening, Neil. FPL Marking Coyote. Good evening, buddy. JLo Strategy. I don't recognise that one. JLo Strategy. Good evening, mate. Anders Axner. Good evening, Eric Onstad, Robin Wells, Duzatelli. Where the fuck is Imar? Yeah, not in the squad today. Harry Kewell's getting a run out. But I suppose they've got that strength in depth, haven't they? It's always a bit of a risk. They're all so close on rep and ability. You're going to get the odd occasion where that your guy misses out, unfortunately. Neil Thompson, -8 this week, needs some goals. Yeah, well, after last week, we're due some, aren't we? So good luck, Neil. Hope your -8 works out. And Jack Brokenshire in the chat as well. Good evening, Jack, and anybody else that's out there listening. Good evening. So, David, what do you make of the lineups?
Yeah, should we go through the first tweet? So we're looking at Aston Villa. Yeah, as Angel's out, then you've got your man Balaban up front with Big Dion. So apart from that, it looks fairly standard for Villa. Hadji and Henry, I'm sure a few people are still on them. We go on to Ipswich. Now, notice Craney's playing left wing back, so no Clapham. Other than that, you've got Gary Breen starting, if anyone still holds him. Stuart and Armstrong up front. Redknapp's back, so that might take the set pieces off Tarico. We're not sure, or depends. Looking over to Blackburn. Now, I noticed thank goodness Curtis is back. So Curtis, even though he's the right back, he plays the centre of a back three, along with 4 million Taylor, who continues to start. I can't see any Berg, so I thought he would be playing. So a bit surprised there.
Yeah.
So and you got Soma playing in centre mid. I've not seen that before. So looks like Soma will play regardless, potentially, because of his new signing thing. Other than that, the rest of the team looks pretty standard. And Newcastle have got what you would expect to be their expected lineup, with Chris Hope, ex-Gillingham centre-back legend, having his debut away at Blackburn. So I'm sure he'll have a barnstormer of an evening. Then it's Bolton Borough. So Snorrison starts his 3rd game in a row up front. So Wallace looks like he's done, as suspected. That's interesting. I brought him in on the 4.5s this week as a punt, so very pleased to see that he's there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Then you've got Luchetti starting at centre back for Bolton. So unfortunately, Richard Dunn, the 4.5 centre back who was on pens, is now benched. So anyone who's brought him in might be an error. Anyone who's thinking of getting him in, you might want to hold off. We're going a lot quicker than me and Craig normally do, aren't we? We'll be done by about
past. To be fair, the lineups are they're fairly standard this week, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
There's a few goalkeeper anomalies, but otherwise it's no big shakes this week. But
yeah, do you know what I just noticed? On the Borough lineup, they've got Alkvist in goal, no James Evans. I hadn't seen that before before we started. So
Hmm.
that's one goalkeeper surprise. Did I miss another goalkeeper surprise as well? Blackburn, who they've got. I remember seeing that now. They've got Betterton in goal again. So Lambropoulos benched. So there's your second goalkeeper. Slight surprise.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, just going back to the Bolton Borough game. So Borough, we've got Zepeda has dropped onto the bench, surprisingly, with Steve Finnan getting a rare start. The rest of their team looks fairly as expected, with the postman and centre mid, Gronkia on the left, Slakovic AMC behind Ricard. So good for Ricard again, anyone who's held him.
Yeah,
And
it's in my team. Yeah.
yeah, good stuff. I needed to come out this week for a hit, so sorry, for a free transfer. So I'm glad I've kept him. I think he might be good again. I'm sure not many people have got Coventry or Bradford assets, but you've got Joachim comes back in for the quite terrible Bothroyd. Janus plays again on the right wing, even though he's pretty poor.
He's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty bad in this game.
Although I said that last time he got a start and he scored, I think. So
I remember that. Yeah. And then on the left wing, that Matthias. I mean, I never look at Coventry. Does he normally start on the left wing? Pedro Miguel Matthias.
yeah, he gets the odd game, I feel. Yeah.
Bradford strikers as expected. Midfield, defence. Yeah, that's pretty standard for them. Then on to the lineup 3. Man City, Everton. Man City's team looks as standard. No real surprises.
Svensson's back on the wing.
Yeah.
We were debating on the man on pod what would be better for him, because it's Everton, only one player out wide. That old chestnut, the 4-4-2 against the one player out wide. So yeah, we wondered what would be better for Svensson owners up front or on the wing. So possibly on the wing might be fine. So that's all right.
Yep. I think he's better on the wing, to be honest. Then so against Everton, so they're playing their kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, 5-3-2 defensive formation. You might call it a 6-2-2. They've got Pablo Paz, DM, the usual wing backs, Titov and Gravison in the middle, Titov with the up arrow. The rest of the team is as expected, I would say. And then Eleftheropoulos comes back in with Alexo on the bench. On to Norwich v Watford. So Norwich playing 3-5-2 or 5-3-2 with the attacking wing backs. No Barry Quinn, who I think we expect to start in the middle, but I don't know if he's injured. Marchant plays out of position up front as a 2 with McCann. And then Watford, so a slight surprise that Helgeson's been benched for Gifton Noel Williams, 4.5 striker.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting, because he's actually quite good at this game.
He is good. Yeah, he's good for a goal if he gets minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Tessem continues on the right as expected, because he's a right winger, but he's going to play that right wing back role. Petkov and Pitcher start in the middle, so good news for Pitcher owners. And then you've got Harrison on the left as left wing back. I can't remember the name of the left wing back who plays. Is it Robinson? Normally plays there, isn't it?
Normally, yeah.
So he's not there. On to number 4, so Spurs Arsenal. So we knew the formations, so we can see them now. So it's a 3-2-3-2 for Spurs with Rushbury and Everson up front. So Davis centre mid. So you've got no Langley, who he's benched along with Etherington. I suppose that's as expected, because Ziga is probably better as that left wing back role. Fortune on the right, because I think Anderson's injured, isn't he? I think.
Right. Yeah.
I think then we've got Tony Gardner. I don't know. He's appeared much so far this season as part of a back 3. As Bunjevcevic and King are both DMs. It's really not a formation that suits Tottenham, is it?
No, it's not really. No, I'm glad we got that right on the man on preview in terms of what it would look like visually. Obviously, it's impossible to predict the lineup exactly, but yeah, the actual formation, we interpreted the description correctly, so that's good. What do you think about that one? I kind of think, Arsenal 5 at the back, long ball, and then Tottenham are a bit crap in general. It doesn't scream goals to me.
No, especially with the way Arsenal strikers are as well. I mean, Henry, I don't think because he's a pacey striker, I don't think his attributes lean to him being a big lump with good jumping and heading. So Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are thinking 1-0, 1-1, 0-0. So I'm sure it'll be an inevitable goal fest. And then Tota, he starts again. So he looks like he's got the spot from Sereni. Interesting, because he's 4 million, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I do think Luke said he's decent in the game. So
he does develop. Yeah, he does tend to develop. So obviously we're in season 3 now. So he's one of those guys where you do get sims where he ends up being a really good goalkeeper. So we've got one of those. It looks like.
Yeah, interesting. So there's your 4 million bench player. I mean, you could even at this rate with the goalkeeper situation we've got, you can have 2 4 million goalies and cash elsewhere. Onto Arsenal, so that 5-3-2 with Cole doing a little bit more running down the wing than Lauren for some reason. Omri and Jeffers up front, ticking off with an up arrow, enormous up arrow into the centre. So he could be decent. And then Arsenal finally decided, after weeks of not deciding their best defensive lineup, they've put all their best defenders in at the same time. A couple of bench players I've not heard of: Chris Ndar and Carlin Itonga. Interesting. So they've also got John Halls and Jermaine Pennant. So they're not exactly
not a great bench.
Strong at the back if they get a couple of early injuries.
Not a great bench,
no.
That big up arrow on tick on off, that's the only sort of shining light I can see in this game where maybe that could create goals. Because when you actually play the game, I'm sure you know the way the sort of match engine works, you want either 1 up front or 3 up front.
Yeah.
And so this basically does give Arsenal 3 up front when they've got the ball.
Yeah.
So maybe, but obviously you see other examples where there's an AMC that pushes up. So like Leeds, for example, and that tends to create they score a lot of goals. So, but yeah, generally I don't probably expect much. But
interesting though, because if they're playing long ball, if Campbell and Upson and the likes are lumping it up to Omri, will Tikhonov have the time to get up there before? I think the way when it's long balls tactics, if you look at the match commentary, you don't see every single pass lumped forward. I think it's just more long balls than normal. I don't know if that's something you've picked up when playing the game or looking at the simulator.
I think so. And then if you get a team that's playing an offside trap, then it will pick that up. And it will say, okay, we've got an offside trap against direct passes, so therefore it will generate a lot of offsides. So it makes it more difficult. To score. So yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got I think that then means I think it says in the official manual, it says that you should play offside trap against long ball. It does well apparently. So yeah, let's see. And then I'm just getting the right window open, so I just lost it. So we got onto the Leeds against Leicester. So no rep, no Imar. He's completely out of the squad, but the lineup's pretty much as we'd expect. We knew Hart was leaked as a centre back, so he's alongside Woodgate and Fernando. Are we missing? I've got Radaby benched, so maybe slight surprise there. Hang on, where's Ferdinand?
Yeah, no Ferdinand either. So there's a
little bit of rep, isn't there?
There's a little bit.
Yeah, but there's a few Ferdinand owners out there, so it's a little bit unlucky. I know Craig brought in Singh this week, so he's been rewarded, and the Man On boys seem to be a big fan of Singh.
Yeah, we've changed him as well. We've changed our tune. Well, some of us have anyway. I'm still not sure I would do it, but yeah, Craig was determined he was going to punt on him this week, despite Kelly being the more sensible option. So we'll see how that goes for him.
You could say you all sing from the same hymn sheet. Worst puns to come. So Kuehl and Bowyer in the middle, Keane behind Larson and Viduka. So I think the boys simming were saying that anyone plays AMC for Leeds this week is going to be on for a big haul. So if you've got Keane, you'll hopefully do well. Leicester, you've got Mark Bridge Wilkinson in as centre back. It's not someone that I've remember seeing before. Good night, Robin. Bye bye. Sorry, my little girl. I don't know if you heard her saying good night. So yeah, you're right. You've got centre backs. You've got Elliott and Heath. So if Heath is the right centre back, then he will be up against Larson, which you guys predicted, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, we pointed that out in our preview that's good news for Larson. I wish I could have just got him in, like for Rickard or something, but I couldn't make it work. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous about Larson owners tonight, I must admit.
Yeah, I don't have Viduka. I've got Larson. I just wanted to have saved extra money going forward, and I just figured they seem to be matching each other for points so far. I know it's a small sample, but I thought I'd save the extra 2 million. So yep, fingers crossed. Apart from that, so who would normally play? I'm trying to think who plays centre mid normally for Leicester. Is it what's his face? You often have Scowcroft will often play centre mid, won't he? And then you've got Lynchman up front.
Is it out at the moment?
Is it out?
So,
Yeah. So looking a bit light in the middle, and then and then you got Joby McAnuff on the right. Then so on to the next formations, the last ones. We've got Liverpool against Man United. So Liverpool have got Hupia Biscan, probably their best centre back pairing. Vignal left back, Hegem right. Midfield looks pretty standard as well. Heskey and Owen up front. Team looks all right this week. They benched Risa, but Cinema Pongo on the bench.
Really?
And they got two strikers on the bench in Fowler and Littman, and so any striker not performing, then you might see a substitution.
Yeah,
there.
they're going to get hurt, aren't they?
Yeah. And then on to Man United, as probably expected. So Chadwick out, Nedved on the right again. Keanes is, I think, suspended, so you've got David Dunn in the middle.
Yeah.
And then Gary Neville plays centre back, Phil Neville on the right. So you've got no Rocker Jr. Or Ronnie Johnson. They are both benched. So never know. Another centre back hooking could happen this week again. Let's see. One thing we did miss: Coventry. Bray starts for Coventry, doesn't he? So anyone who had Bray and then got rid of him because they didn't think he was going to play this week, he starts. So well done anyone that held him and risked it. You've got a goalie. For those that got him out for Evans, severely unlucky. Did we miss we've just got the last one, haven't we? We've got Sunderland Chelsea. So Sunderland Libra Phillips up as expected up front. They've got Sibon and Lethow on the bench. Apart from that, that's the standard Sunderland lineup as we'd expect. Chelsea have got no Lampard. He's benched, so they've got Petit and Butt in the middle. Alex Idze on the left wing and Zola on the right wing. So it's pretty
crap,
poor looking, for Chelsea. Good Johnson of Forsell is expected up front. The four defenders you'd normally have for Chelsea, but in goal, no Mark Goodlad. You've got Marcus Salmon for his first start this season. So a little bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Get added to the game. So yeah, maybe the 4 million Chelsea keepers maybe not going to happen, but
so we've got kind of 5 or 6 goalkeeper surprises this week, so that's kind of mixed it up quite a bit. But generally no huge surprises on the outfield players, I would say.
No,
the odd bit of rotation, but nothing huge.
Yeah, not really. I think the biggest one probably would have been Zepeda after the double game week, but we had the leak that told us that Finnan was playing, so hopefully people address that.
Yeah.
So yeah, good. So that's the lineups. Let's get back in the chat for a moment. A few more people joining. Son of a Gun takeover, David.
Son of a Gun takeover. Absolutely, how it should be.
Fantasy Football Scout Community Champions in waiting. Maybe I'll put maybe at the end just quickly to not jinx it. But we're doing well. We lost we lost the title by what was it? 2 points. But through in the knockouts, we beat some team of nobodies. Can't remember what they were called or who was in that team. To be fair, can you? Some FPL Panda or something was their manager.
Yeah, I can't remember. Can't remember. It can't be a big deal in the community. I've never heard of him.
Never heard of him. There's a few other people. Anyway, 9-0. Let's move on.
Yeah. Marky Sharky, where are all the shirts, Martin?
Yeah, so I've reconfigured. I'm in the same room I'm always in, but I've reconfigured it. This is a great story. I can email it afterwards if anyone's interested. But I've just reconfigured the room because it's summer. I like facing the window in the summer. I normally have all the shirts on this wall. I was going to spin it around and put them up, but I just didn't get time, to be honest. But next time I'll try and make time to spin the desk around and stick them up. But yeah. So
Drop
that's
your
why
email
no
address
shirts.
in the chat if you do want that. No, don't really. Billy Hadaway transferred in Lambropoulos this week. Yeah, so there's one goalkeeper. Bit of pain there. Unlucky, Billy Hadaway. First goal, Wavy is saying Owen goal scorer with a Hegam assist. Who are you going to go for first goal scorer?
First goal scorer. So I think I'm going to go Lee Hughes. I think I fancy Coventry at home today. I think Lee Hughes is due a haul. I like him tonight.
I'm going to go Chris Hope, bullet header for Newcastle, first minute.
Of course, yeah. The Gillingham. Is there
the shirt on, by the way? Yeah.
Oh, you do, yeah. Oh, fair play to you. And yeah, despite the disappointment, I haven't worn a Reading shirt for a few weeks, but
yeah, we went down last week. It was a shambles. So we got Neil Harris, actually pretty good, but we were 10 points adrift when he took over, and he lifted us out of the relegation zone, but then we dropped back in at the end, unfortunately. Yeah. I think our previous manager was Steve Evans, the big Scottish chap who apparently is a bit of a bully, allegedly.
Yeah.
In case he's watching, I think there was a bit of a bad culture in the club, so. He's kicking out off the squad and starting afresh in League Two next year. Gillingham, one of those clubs that just bounce between the third and the fourth tier for 125 years.
Yeah.
5 years in the Championship. There was a bit of stuff going on social media last night and this morning. A load of Gillingham fans rubbing it in the faces of Man City because we lost the playoff final when they scored 2 goals against us in the injury time. And of course,
in the penalty shootout, yeah.
They were showing pictures of Paul Dickoff and then next to Benzema. And I can't remember what the is it Rodrigo who's up front for Real Madrid?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's quite a fair comparison, but
No. I remember Gillingham in the Championship, and I remember being as a young lad being absolutely gutted when you signed Carla Saba from us, because you were in the Championship and we were in League One, what is now League One at the time, and Carla Saba was like my favourite player, and you signed us from him. So anyway,
quality.
People don't want us to talk about Gillingham and Reading, but we will.
Of course.
Right, what other goal scorer predictions have we got? We've got that's real life. Cresswell's been red carded for West Ham. Sing 2 minutes, Marky Sharky. Nice. March on, yeah, there's a good chance of that. It'd be interesting if because that Watford formation is slightly different. They've got the AMC rather than the flat 3. Wonder if that will cause some more goals.
Maybe. Stephen Smalley. Hi, lads. I am 2 points ahead of David up to now. Good luck tonight. Cheers, Stephen. Captain, Tottenham and Arsenal manager predictions. I mean, they might already know by now.
I don't know where he is in the game, but I feel like when a big club like Arsenal gets rid of a manager, like Wim Janssen will turn up a lot. So I don't know what's happened to him, or it will be someone. It's not going to be like Watford, who like randomly hired like David Mitchell is it at Arsenal. It will be somebody that's like was good at the time, I think.
Can you imagine if Arsenal took David Mitchell from Watford for his astounding work he's done so far? Well, a few faces have been spotted in the crowd today.
Oh, okay, we're going to find out. If I think Hoddle back to Tottenham would be decent.
Yeah, that would be good. Just because it'd be the formation change again.
Yeah, you'd have like, you might get something like Sean Wright Phillips playing AMC every week, or something decent might happen. It's a bit, yeah.
Ledley King might become a bit of an option, even though he's cheap. You wouldn't have Etherington as such, but make it interesting, definitely. And then For Arsenal again, imagine if it'd be great if a manager came in for Arsenal and played wing backs, just mixed it up completely. It wouldn't suit their team, but it'd be interesting nonetheless.
No, well, I think Cole and Lauren would be decent as wing backs. I think. I can't say I've ever tried it, but because I don't. Arsenal are just one of those teams that I never bother to manage. I don't know why, but
I saw someone posting a challenge on Twitter this week to try and win the Premier League with all 20 clubs in ChampMan. So you take over one, win the league, then you have to resign, take over the next one, and it's the original 20. How long it would take?
The original 20.
Yeah, that would take forever, wouldn't it? But
by the end, you'd be having to take over like West Ham in like the 3rd division or something, wouldn't you? But...
Yeah. Do you think if you play the game, if you don't sign any players, how many of the clubs in the Prem do you reckon you can win the Prem with?
Oh, if you don't sign any players, I think Man United, Leeds, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. It depends if you start playing with like a wib-wob tactic that you can do basically anything with, doesn't it? But without a wib-wob, I think you've got Man United, Leeds, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool,
Borough,
maybe Borough. If you updated the database to the players in this sim, then I think you could do it with Borough. I don't think you could do it like just with the original game.
Yeah,
that's probably about it.
I don't know how many people who watch this or play the game actually play the game in real life, but anyone who doesn't know, you can still download it for free from I think it's ChampMan 0102 or CMO 102, something like. Just Google it. You can download the game for free, and it's great fun. What do you reckon scores for tonight then?
Yeah, let's have a quick go down last 2 minutes. So Aston Villa Ipswich, I'll go 2-0 Villa on that one.
I reckon it will be 2-1.
2-1, yeah, fair enough. Blackburn Newcastle. This I was surprised by my sim results in this one, but I'm gonna look at it glass full and say 3-1 to Blackburn.
I'm going to go 2-2.
Okay, yeah, so you're optimistic on that one as well. Bolton, Middlesbrough, 3-1 Bolton.
I reckon Bolton have been quite poor. 2-1 to Borough, away win.
2-1 Borough, away win, okay. Coventry, Bradford, 3-0 Coventry.
I mean, who cares?
Who cares?
0-0.
0-0, it could be 0-0. Man City, Everton, 2-1 City.
I think that might be a resounding 3-0 home win for Man City.
3-0, okay.
They've been good so far.
Leeds, Leicester. Leeds were a little bit disappointing in their last home game, weren't they? So I'm going to say they'll make up for it a bit this week, 4-0.
3-0 for me.
Liverpool, Man United. I'm going to go 1-0 Liverpool.
I think Man United will nick on because they've been so good so far in our sim. So I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, fair enough. Norwich, Watford. 3-2 Watford.
Ooh, 2-2 in that one.
2-2. Sunderland, Chelsea, 0-0. Stinker.
1-1.
1-1. Finally, Tottenham, Arsenal. I'm going to go 1-0 to Arsenal.
I'm going to go 1-0 Arsenal as well on that one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And we're off.
Right, that was a debut for a 19-year-old goalkeeper, Alkvist, which I saw mentioned. Leicester, very cagey. Man United, extremely cagey. Interesting against Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool were cagey as well. Okay, interesting.
No, Liverpool were attacking and Man United were cagey. It was Leicester and Liverpool that were cagey.
Okay. Some interesting tactics. Oh, okay.
Familiar faces.
Not going to tell us in the first minute, obviously.
Familiar faces. He didn't say that in the chat, but he said it in the comms, which should suggest that might be Hoddle.
Be Hoddle, I think Hoddle.
Unless Vieira's come back to manage.
Maybe Hoddle will go to Arsenal.
Can you imagine? Matthias with a pot shot.
Oh, goal straight away. Who had Matthias?
We all had Matthias, didn't we?
Well, there goes your 0-0.
Well, I have to hope the Bradford score and all those Bray clean sheets get wiped out.
Yeah. Lee Hughes assist. There we go. I said it was a Lee Hughes kind of day. There's assist to kick off.
Oh, Viduka from long range. Ian Walcott did well to hold the ball. I'm on the alcohol-free beers again tonight. If anyone likes alcohol-free beer, these are really good. I'm not sponsored or anything by them. I don't think we're quite at that stage yet. Drop Beer Co. Excellent. Cheers.
Cheers. Or early booking.
As usual.
Early booking for Gravison, yeah.
I used to work for Shepherd Neame back in the day, and they always had Thatcher's Gold on the pumps.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's good for a mainstream cider. I think it's it's up there.
Are you? Do you like all the scrumpies and the the kind of 6%ers and the cider you got a bit of a chew? You love all that.
I'm a West Country boy. Yeah, I'll chew it. Yeah, no problem.
Going pubs in like Bristol and stuff, and they got Stowford Press and like 2 or 3 other ciders on draft. I've noticed that when I've got a couple of mates live in Bristol.
Yeah. It's good. It's good selection, and bars that are entirely dedicated to cider. You can have literally whatever you want, pretty much. But
nice. I used to when I did work in the pubs, we used to do I'll just watch Leicester quickly. Here goes Viduka into the box, past Heath. Should be marking Larson.
Go on, Mark.
Wide at the cup.
Wide.
So yeah, we used to do cider and cheese evenings. I don't know if you've ever tried cider and cheese as
yeah, that's a pretty
fantastic
common thing around here.
Yeah, 6 ciders, 6 cheeses, 20 quid. Brilliant evening.
Yeah, cheese and cider great together.
Yeah.
Wide of the goal. Andrew Sherritt, James Tavernier would be an FPL or ChampMan legend of a player. So many goals for right back. Tavernier. Oh, that's the Rangers guy, right?
I know the name.
I think that's the Rangers guy. Is he scored tonight? Is he scored in the Europa League? Is that why you've mentioned that?
It must be. Hendry into the area. Blast the ball towards the top corner. Pushed away by Poland. Rangers 2 up. So is it Europa League semis tonight?
Yeah. So Rangers were 1-0 down, so 2-1 on aggregate now.
And so what's the West Ham score?
I'm not sure. We saw, was it Cresswell got sent off?
Yeah, something like that. Hegeman mark for Liverpool on the volley. I love it. He's unmarked and then it's on the volley.
Yeah, love a volley.
Just teed it up for himself.
Over the bar from Berger.
Have you got any Man United defenders?
No, I've got no Man United in my team at the moment.
Okay, I got Silvestre, but I benched him first sub, and I've got full 11 playing. So
there we go. There's our teams.
There we go. Just like that.
So yeah, a bit of a mixture. So we got some similarities, a few different.
Yeah, we got Sim. We got Gardner, Gronkia, Pedersen, and
Bowyer.
And Bowyer as well. And then we've both got 5 the same.
City. Svensson back out on the wing. Jermaine Wright, goal. Jermaine Wright, Svensson assist. Can't stop scoring, this guy.
Unbelievable. What a season he's having.
Svensson really fizzed that in. Nice. Alexio would have saved it. He's been saving everything, hasn't he, the last few weeks? He probably would have.
Love it. Couple of home goals to start with. The usual story.
Hit on Blackburn.
I mean, Jake, I was going to say briefly, Bent started most games this season, but he's been awful, isn't he?
Yeah, he's capable of 15 plus goals if you get lucky, but it's not happened for him. I messed up. I didn't save my team properly. I was supposed to have Janssen Weiss tonight, but I didn't save it apparently.
Uh-huh.
So I've got Kelly instead. So we'll see if I get lucky with that or not.
That was Bowyer on corners there. Do you see that?
Yeah, Bowyer taking the corner there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I've done it before. I had to accept that I've done that as well. Not saved my team properly. It's easily done. So yeah, some people have gone Viduka captain and Larson vice captain, so it's a slight risk, isn't it? If you've got if there's a possible rep, but
I think it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I think if I'd had both, I'd have done the same.
You'd have done both.
Yeah. It's the standout. It's the standout, like home team this week by a mile, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come Leeds again. Still withhold.
Here come Leicester.
Oh God!
Because they've got reserve defenders playing, haven't they?
Yeah, true. Trev. It's not as strong as it could be.
Trevor
Benjamin. There you go. Well, there's probably your answer. Am I going to get lucky with Kelly vice captain? Probably no is the answer so far.
Anyone who brought Singh in this week? Craig. But that probably means Leeds are going to go all out again, doesn't it?
Yeah, they'll keep.
Chris Hope. Chris Hope mentioned there. Go on, Chris Hope.
Oh, that's typical. Leicester was so low on goals in the Sims because it's as we mentioned before kickoff, it's direct passing against offside trap. Like,
yeah,
they shouldn't. It's rare that they'll score, but there you go.
Eric Onstad. I moved vice captain from Viduka to Hart. Well, you never know. It might not cost you too much. Hart can still do something this week.
Cool,
he's not on the corners though, is he? But I assume he'll be on free kicks.
He did, yeah. We've seen him take free kicks already. Yeah. Singh captaining as well. Ryan Canning. Yeah, there's still time for an attacking return. It could still be 4-5-1 that game. Is one shot goal? One shot.
Yes.
Is that McNamara assist? If I got McNamara or McCulkin, I always forget which one I've got. Got one of those two.
That's my vice captain one shot, so I'm well happy with that. King to Benjevcevic. Got past Perez, easy. Jinx past Cole. He's past him. Go on, Benjevcevic.
Oh, God! Benjevcevic.
What a goal.
Hopeful shot, but it's gone in.
He takes his literal instruction, I think it said something like that. He was against it. So, unbelievable.
Ledley King assist. Won't get many of them.
No. Gronkia. Go on, Gronkia. To Rickard. Go on, that'll be lovely. Go on, Rickard.
Oh, over the bar. That would have been a goal assist for both of us, wouldn't it?
It would. And he'd been captain. You got cap. No, sorry, hold on. No, he's not captain because he's away. Why did you start Gronkia playing away?
Well, it was either him or Unsworth, so that's going all right. So, yeah. It is McNamara I've got, not McQuilkin, so that's nice. Assist for me there.
Oh, is this a penalty to Chelsea? No,
not given. Absolutely clattered. Gotten away with it.
Nick. Hi, Nick. First season playing here, but I'm not on Twitter or Discord. Moved up to 1.1k now, but it's not easy going. A fair play if you're not on either of those. Must be quite challenging, but yeah. Listen to the pods if you're not in either of those. Listen to Luke and the Man on Boys. They know what they're talking about. All Liverpool so far.
Yeah, still a long way to go. And the second half league will start soon as well. So you've always got that to play for as well.
Feely saying, what's Guy Pearce doing on the stream? Who's Guy Pearce? You or me?
I don't know. I'm not sure what resemblance I've got to Guy Pearce, to be honest.
I've only seen him in The Count of Monte Cristo. That film's about 20 years old. JM vice captain on Sing.
Yeah, plenty of time. They got big up arrows. Like, yeah, he could still get something easy. He's basically a winger.
I think Craig had vice captain on Sing as well, actually.
Okay. Come Everton. Cameron again.
Oh, offside.
There we go.
Man City have been unbelievable so far this season.
Yeah. They I didn't expect him to be third, but I expected him to be probably top 8.
Jermaine Wright.
Ooh, puts it wide.
Yeah, they've been really good. And they've just been really good away. I think they're second in the away table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 4-4-2 is generally a fairly good formation in the game, but I assume they've just got the right players in the right spots.
Yeah, and their signings that they made last season were really good. Like the way they strengthened their defense, like through the season. Like they've started this season with a much better team than they started last season.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're smashing it.
Here comes your man Balaban.
Go on, Bosco.
To Dion. 20-yarder.
Oh, it's in. Brilliant from Dublin. Hopefully that's a Balaban assist. It wasn't just a loose ball.
I think it was a Balaban assist, wasn't it?
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Well done, Benno. I know he's got Dublin in. I've been all week going Dublin Smith. Didn't get either. Kept Rickard, but yeah, well, fair play if you got Dublin in. Still going, isn't he? Still going strong, third season.
Yeah, it's surprising. It doesn't happen much, but yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. It could still. He'll like something shit will happen. Like he'll sign for like Crew or something just out of nowhere. But
yeah. So Nick is saying slowly getting the hang of it, but he hasn't played any chips yet. I saw a couple of people in Discord saying they've not played their first wildcard yet. I would say if you've not played it, your first wildcard, you really want to be playing it game week 19, game week 20.
Yeah, that's going to be a good wildcard week.
You could go 19 and get the Man United in early for the away game to Coventry, or wait till 20 if your team looks good, and then you could just load up on Man U, Arsenal if they've got a decent manager, Chelsea, Watford, all decent teams. We've got a big run of homes. Bolton as well. Get Pedersen in. I think Leicester, the other one, have got a ton of home games.
Yeah.
Thor Pedersen, 3 out of 5 clean sheets gone after 13 minutes. This is going well. Andrew Dell's also got Balaban. You're not on your own.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good. Yeah, well played. I thought it was. Well, there must have been a few people the same as me that had Christie and were just like, well, I can't really afford much else.
How much is Balaban? 6? Is he
7?
I think
it's 7. Yeah.
Gronkia with a shot.
Oh! Over the bar.
He's not been brilliant so far, has he? But I feel like he'll come good because he's playing on the wing for Borough.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's a good player if he plays every week. When we saw in season 1 when he got games for Chelsea, he was pretty good, but then he just sort of fell out of the team. So
yeah, we all expected. Who's that? They got that versatile player. I think he's is he Serbian? I can't remember it. We expected him to play. What's he called?
I know who you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we expected him to play. We all got him in and he didn't play. Can it remind us in the chat who was I think Serbian Chelsea, I think he's DM right centre. I think he played forward as well. Here comes Kieran Dyer. Shearer. Missed by a mile. I'm quite happy. Ramanathan is saying data on Wright, One Chop, and SLA has returned so far. Stanic, thank you, chaps. Mario Stanic.
Yeah,
Is he Serbian?
that's the fella. Yeah, yeah,
Might
something
be
like that.
Croatian. He might be Croatian. I can't
Croatian or
remember.
Serbian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario.
I'm sure it matters to them more than it does matter to you, Martin, which nationality he is. You got to be careful in the Balkans. If for anyone who's never been to the Balkans, I've been to Montenegro on holiday. It's absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend going there. Croatian, thank you.
Yeah, Stanic is now at Chelsea. That's where he went. I was trying to think where he went. So at Chelsea with Joe Cole and Hasselbank and
That was very, very helpful. Stanic, Croatian. Thanks very much. Celtic's team must be unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's crazy how much money they spend. Like, I know Celtic and Rangers were a bit different back there, but I'm not sure they spent the sums of money that you see in this game.
They've got Joe Cole, haven't they?
Yeah, it's just because they've got massive stadiums and they qualify for the Champions League. I suppose they end up with loads of money in the bank, and then they go and spend it.
Yeah, fair play. So it's been a few more goals this week than we got last week, haven't there? Which is good to see.
Yeah, last week was a struggle.
So what happens in the game is that, oh, hang on, quick, Phillips is going forward to Libra. Arca, who's been disappointing so far this season. Mark Libra. Oh, he's
hits the post.
Chelsea withheld the pressure. Tome. Free kick. He's had a go from the free kick. Sahiman turns the ball away. Patia Bros above Arca to win the ball. Head the ball behind. It's a difficult one, this one.
Struggling to visualise that passage of play, to be honest.
Desai helped the ball on. Chelsea held on to the ball. Oh, there you go. If you play the game after several seasons, a lot of the players then get really good positioning stats. So then the goals tend to dry up if it's a non-patched version of the game that you're using. So I don't know if we'll start to see. I don't know if it's too early for that, but start to see goals not quite as much as we did in season 1.
Yeah, I think 3 seasons is okay. You wouldn't want to take it any more than that.
You wouldn't want any more weeks like last week every week.
I think that was just a bit unlucky, but yeah, you're right. The unpatched version of the game, the goals dry up a bit. But if there is a ChampMan season 4, I believe it will be a new beginning with a new patch. So
I feel like, this is my personal opinion, doesn't maybe reflect the people who run the game, but I feel like if you're going to do season 4, I think it would be good to do a new game file with a patch, and it will probably attract more new players. A fresh start for everyone. More people can sim the game. It's difficult now. I think it was good to do a 3rd season. There was a lot of clamour for it, wasn't there? But yeah, it'd be great to do a fresh one.
Yeah, definitely. Because people are like
Henry odds on to score.
Oh, there we go. Lee Hendry, 2-0 to Villa. Hadji and Hendry.
Oh, thank God Tarico's not going to get a haul this week.
No, he's not, is he? Yeah. I sold him on wildcard and massively punished.
I've not had him all season. When did you wildcard? Was it 16?
2 weeks ago, and my original team went mad. I had Tarico and Bramble in my pre-wildcard team, and they got an absolute haul away to Coventry.
Bramble as well, did he?
Yeah, we got clean sheet and bonus, I think. So,
a few Hendry owners in the chat. That's been the most popular goal so far. They must have held him since the start, or an early wildcard.
Yeah, he is a season-long hold, to be fair, Henry, I think, in that price bracket. Yeah, just leave him in.
Down to Wally. Atherton reads the game well to cut out the pass. Atherton.
Actually, Hendry's first goal of the season. Yeah, interesting. He's had a lot of assists then, definitely.
That's interesting.
Assists and man of the matches.
That's a winger against a team with wing backs.
Yeah, both wingers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's taken off in his forward position. Henry, goal! Thierry Henry. He's alive. Sticks it past Tota.
Oh, imagine holding him back.
1-1, 2 goals in 22 minutes. This is going against what we said, isn't it, so far?
Yeah, but Jevčević going against what we say about, attack the wing backs. He just runs straight through the middle of 5-man defence, blasting into the top corner.
I covered myself by saying that arrow on Tikhonov was the shining light and he was involved in that goal. So there we go.
Hendry in my draft team. Are you playing the draft league this year?
Yeah, I do have the draft team. Yeah, it was good on paper.
They always are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Benjamin above Hart. If you think about the back three for Leeds, it really isn't that good, is it?
No.
Imagine this, we're going to get a 1-0 final score, 1-0 Leicester. So it must be rep then. So you've got Ferdinand, Aymar, and who are completely repped out. And then they've just benched Radaby.
Yeah. It's very mild, isn't it? But it's not their strongest 11. Graham S says, "Who's the Arsenal manager now?" So they haven't got an Arsenal. They haven't got an Arsenal. They haven't got a manager at the moment, Graham. So so it's a completely just random formation that the AI just picks out of its arse.
Titov hit the post.
But yeah, maybe by next week we'll know who the Arsenal manager is.
If you go to the Twitter and look at Gameweek 5, if you search on the official account and you look at Watford's game, they also played a really random formation when Watford didn't have a manager.
Yeah, I think last season as well when was it Peter Reid got sacked? Sunderland played a weird ass formation and scored 4 or 5 goals with it before they hired Peter Shreves.
Van Nistelooy to York.
Oh dear! Oh, free kick. Okay.
It's a pen. Giggs on the free kicks.
Save for Kirkland. Lovely job. Corner Giggs is Van Nistelrooy. Why isn't Hippier marking Van Nistelrooy?
Kirkland dropped it.
Kirkland
dropped it. Oh my goodness.
That all stems from why the fuck is Gerrard marking Van Nistelrooy and not Hippier? Okay.
Unbelievable.
1-0 Man United. I mean, it's Man United. It's, it can happen. Yeah. But yeah, 1-0. 1-0 Man United.
That'll be an unpopular goal with a lot of Kirkland owners now.
Yeah. I'm not any heavier into it than Kirkland, but
Hendry again. It's like he's doing well, doesn't it? Hendry's up against Tarico, isn't he?
Dublin. Oh, it's another goal. Brace for Dublin. 3-0.
Well done, Benno. I thought about Dublin because he's got Arsenal next week, and I thought they might have the new manager by then, but they might not. I was really tempted.
Yeah.
I thought, don't know, gutted. Oh, well done, anyone's got Dublin.
Yeah,
Hendry assist as well. That's going to be a popular one.
Yeah. Hopefully, there's still room for Balaban. Hopefully, it will just be a proper drubbing.
So everyone's saying they've lost loads of clean sheets so far. How many have you still got?
So I've still got McNamara, Gardner, and that might be it because Kelly's is gone. I only played 3 at the back this week, I think, maybe.
I've still got 4 clean sheets. I lost Kirkland's, but I've got Sunderland, Chelsea, Bolton, and Blackburn so far. So, Andrew's got Hendry as vice captain. Well done.
That's what good. Yeah, really
Fair
good.
play.
They were.
Yeah. Peter Carter. Who else sold Nedved? I think a few people got rid of Nedved this week. John Shanley, rolling the transfer, going well, not. I mean, a lot of people of losing clean sheets by the looks of things. It might not be all bad.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of popular clean sheets gone.
Yeah.
Nick Wadeson in the chat saying, keep hearing rep, doesn't know what it means. So Nick, what rep mean is it's just another word for rotation, basically. But the reason it's called rep is in ChampMan, the AI will decide whether to rotate players or not, largely based on the reputation of the two teams playing. So if you've got Manchester United, who are reputation 20, against Coventry, who are reputation 12, then the AI might decide that that's quite a big gap. And so therefore Man United will rest some players. So obviously it doesn't happen every time that there's a big gap in reputation, but that's when it's most likely to happen. So it's just another word for, when a big team meets a smaller team, they'll rest some players. That's essentially what it means. But it doesn't happen in away games, does it? In an away game,
no, I think
a team will play its strongest team.
Unless it's a cup game, it might do. If it's like a League Cup, which is a low reputation tournament, but not in the league, we don't see it really. So FPL Richie apparently got in Dublin and one chop this week. He's done well there. Benno masterclass. Ramanathan, who else did Benno get in as his strikers? I know he got Dublin. I can't remember who else he got. I think he took a -8, didn't he? Bunjevcevic.
Save Vesterveld. King's on. He's already got an assist. Is he going to score? Or another assist?
These DMs for Tottenham are getting a lot of the ball.
See why they are, aren't they?
Lewis Turner. Any chance of a third wild card? Do an FPL or chuck an extra one in there.
I've blown both of mine, but I haven't played any other chip yet, so it's okay. Berger hits the post.
Oh, have you used both of your wild cards?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Are you set up well for the next few weeks, do you think?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So my original team after I wildcarded.
It's a goal.
Partridge will take it. He was another one that was in my pre-wildcard team and scored the week after.
Absolute howler and pays the price.
Yeah. No, it's gone okay. Like my team I wildcarded into is doing fine, but like just not that much better than what I already had. Like not as much better as I thought it would.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just one of those things.
It's what it is. How are you going to play the rest of the season? Are you going to try and calculated moves, or are you just going to be aggressive with hits?
I don't know really. It's just Gene maybe is going to score again when I said he's shit. No, I think it's just obviously I can't be too template because I got some ground to make up. So just things like Balaban this week. He's a good player that's going to play that nobody owns. So not going to do anything too crazy, but got to take a few punts here and there.
That was a couple of saves there for Arfex ad from Jennison from I think it was Joachim, and then Brooms has gone off injured, so Plummer on for Bradford. I think like you said at the start as well, if a few people have said in the Discord that they're not really making any progress, and you're not if you just signed all the same players as everybody else. You've got to be different if you're chasing. It's different if you're in the front page, but totally understand why Craig's gone for lots of Singh this week, and you've gone for Balaban. Otherwise, you're not going to make any progress.
Exactly, yeah. And there are lots of good players in the game that are low owned. So there's a goal, another goal for Man City,
3-0.
3-0.
That's what I said. 3-0 to Man City. It's already done. Huckabee.
Everton falling apart. Actually, I would have said that.
Why do I get the feeling we're going to get another one of those?
Huckabee and Tiato. So Tiato's a good example. Really solid pick that not many people have got.
Winger against wing back. But he's Tiato. I think we expected him to be much better in our sim, and he's not done great, has he? Since
No, but he could still do it. That's the point. Like a lot of people's teams are based on what's happened so far. So you need to think about what could happen in the second half of the season, and these are good players that people don't own.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think an example of that was when I got on Veron, and I thought no one's got him in the top sort of 100. Really, not many teams have got him. It's different. He could do well. That's been my best decision so far this season. I'm now a little bit template and going nowhere, and maybe need to start mixing it up a little bit. Apart from Tarico, everyone's got him except me and you.
Yeah.
So I looked today, and Tarico is the third highest scoring player in the game. So you've got Phillips and Van Nistelooy, and then Tarico is the highest scoring defender, and he beats every midfielder as well.
Yeah. Crazy. I mean, he could have one of those seasons where it's just mental, or it could dry up. Like, I think Tarico is one of those. Oh, there's a penalty, Alan Rhodes. Ian Hart's on the pitch, but which way is it gone?
Ian Walker clipped the feet. Is he going to go? Roger Fernandez. It's your boy Ian
Hart. Of course it is.
But it already says 1-1, so I'm guessing he scores. There we go. Hang on, 2-1. That's not right, is it?
These are back on terms. Where are you seeing that? I still
but on the comms, the little box in the top left, it said 2-1.
Oh, I see.
We'll forgive Captain. Don't worry.
Missed that. Robbie Keane, you said pre-kickoff that Robbie Keane was good today.
Well, yeah, clipped in the area though. I mean,
well, he's involved. He's in the right place to get fouled.
Captain saying, "Shh." Come on, I stood up for you. I think was it Mode was saying he got paid.
You don't.
Well, I'll have to check my bank account.
Come on, Pedersen. That would be nice.
Snorrison. Oh.
Kudashini. Such a good team Borough have got now.
Yeah, Snorrison on corners as well. Do you know what? I thought the only way I can get Van Nistelrooy in from his good run is if I have like a maximum £5 million striker. And I thought if Snorrison starts playing with the role and Bolton I've got, he could be an option, He could be the new Martin Wood.
Yeah, that didn't go so well, did it? But
no,
yeah, Snorrison.
It should have done if Slakovic stayed.
I think if he just played for a better team, I understand like his off the ball stat is high, but I did think it was all a bit optimistic, really, in that Spurs team.
I thought he would have nicked a couple. He really was not very good. But when you've got Rushbury up with you up top, you're not getting the service. Ridge Wilkinson, but he puts it wide. Benjamin Pushkill, yellow card.
Yellow card.
Can you do a full team of ex-Reading players as a ChampMan team?
No, I looked at it in pre-season because I was going to enter it as like a second team for a bit of fun, but I couldn't quite get there. There are quite a few, like Gunnarsson, McAnuff, A.D. Williams at Watford. There's a few more out there.
I can get 9 ex-Gillingham players now. I could only get about 4
9
at the start of the season. Yeah, I can get 9 now.
Yeah.
Trevor Benjamin, he was on loan at Gills for a while.
Michael Dewberry, Leeds, could have had.
Was he at Reading?
Yeah. He played in the Premier League for us, Dewberry.
Did he?
Yeah. Les Ferdinand, back to season 1. He's gone now, though.
Yeah, season 1. You remember Grabby He was amazing at the start, wasn't he? And he just
Yeah.
disappeared.
Danny Griffin at Newcastle kept getting sent off and booked every week at the beginning of the season.
How did you do in season 1?
Well, I joined it late in season 1.
Did you?
But yeah, I did all right in the second half of the season, but I picked it up late.
You were Gary Neville? Was that Gary Neville? Oh no, hang on. It's an own goal for Gary Neville.
Own goal.
Oh, yeah, they will be loving that.
One to forget for the skipper. 2-1 Liverpool.
Wow. Don't have many
pesky assist.
Bloody hell.
Oh, Bosco.
Yeah, so I remember Andy Martyn. It was either Andy Martyn or Dave Simple Goals tweet back on like right at the start of lockdown saying, "Do you reckon we can put a game together, ChampMan, but like FPL?" I remember him seeing the tweet, and then so I kind of watched it all unfold when the tweets were happening. So it was really like it was like a little bit of hope during that first lockdown that this game was going to start because I played the game and I was like, this sounds great fun. Yeah, I remember my team doing the sheet because you wouldn't have done the sheets then, would you, if you joined second half?
I did do well. I joined a bit before the second half, so I did get some of it, but I wasn't in like right at the start, so I did see a bit of the sheets. Because one of my mates had it like right from the beginning, and he was like, "Oh, this would be right up your street. You should get involved in this." So I started it just slightly late. And then I was in on the sheets, but yeah, it was like into the second half of the season before I like understood about like the scout leak and like the previews that Luke was doing on YouTube and things like that. So I didn't really understand it properly until like the second half of the season, really.
Right, but I remember you were podding first season though, weren't you?
No, not at all. Second season,
second season. I remember tweeting you or Craig second season when I wasn't very active on Twitter, saying something like, "You two should do a podcast together." I don't know if you remember that.
Lots of people said that. So but yeah, we got it now. You got it now.
I remember I had Dennis Irwin in my first season 1 team, and yeah, I think he did play. My team was rubbish. Look back now, I think I finished like 280th or something like that.
Yeah,
but it was good fun. The sheets, I mean, the sheets were a work of art. They were absolutely genius.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Petit on free kicks again. Arca's had quite a bit of the game so far, hasn't he? Arca was great season 1. Here he goes. This is going to be one of those mazy runs and a shot, isn't it? Arca's forced to hold onto the ball. He's moved in on goal. Nutmegging Zola. Perfect. He's like,
from all corners.
What a run by Arca. Zola to the rescue. Love it. Aratrave saying still has that sheet. Yeah, you can still look at it if you look.
Yeah.
You can see your team.
It's still on my Google Drive. Yeah.
Apparently, there's a bit of Rob Hicks slagging off the tweets, saying that they're all wrong.
Okay.
But
is Marinelli goal Middlesbrough 1-0.
Gardner clean sheet.
Gardner clean sheet's gone.
He starts his farewell tour with a poacher's goal. Yeah, because he's joining Ipswich at the end of the season, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they haven't got enough central midfielders in it, apparently.
Yeah. Like Bolton with the centre backs.
Posty with an assist. Yeah, I could do with this.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say I could do with this Man City clean sheet now because McNamara is my man standing, I think.
Differential defender as well. Huckabee in the clear. Is it going to be 4-0? Here he goes. I went over the bar. Yeah, Smith's 86. What was Jarvis like at the Gills? Yeah, he was our best player. He was absolute quality, Matt Jarvis. And then we sold him to Wolves. He was good in the Prem, wasn't he, Matt Jarvis? Not for long, and he played for England.
Yeah. He was good for Wolves. Yeah. It's Franny Jeffers goal 2-1 Arsenal.
Jeffers for 2-0.
2-1. Jesus.
Should Patrice get the full-time job? Love it.
Patrice, well, it was Pat Rice. Yeah, but it's merged it together.
Yeah, Pep Talk Gardner has never scored any points for me whenever I've owned him in 3 seasons. He's dead to me. He's been underwhelming so far this season because Bolton have been so back. And I do
but they've got good fixtures for a few weeks. The thing is, 1 week he'll score 15 points, and then it's like, that's like 3 weeks worth of points.
But you won't, if he keeps continuing to get these 2s and 1s and whatever, then you're probably never going to VC him, are you? Unless you really go for a differential. It's hard to target those captain and vice captain points. Gerrard. 3-1.
3-1 Liverpool.
Oh, Stevie Gerrard.
So his junior owners are starting to be glad that he's not playing, I think.
Well, they've got no Keane, have they?
No. Yeah. It's not great. And that defence as well, like Phil Neville, Gary Neville, it's not...
Yeah, not ideal. I think I'll keep Gardner for his run and then I'll get rid of him once I wild card. Newcastle have had a lot of the ball, haven't they?
Cole Court, better than Harry.
Oh, God, here we go.
Okay.
Now he's punched that off the floor.
It's like Superman, but it's on the floor.
Brilliant. UC getting red cards and suspensions doesn't help Gardner. You're absolutely right, AD Tour. But yeah, underwhelming this season. He was must-own, wasn't he, season 2 for a while?
Yeah. He's still good now. He could do any week with a good home game or a good away game, really. Yeah. Like he could explode.
Yeah.
He's one of those players with a massive ceiling.
It was interesting because everyone got him in for the Watford game thinking he's up against Watford's reserve right wing back. Did you see he got a 5 rating that game?
Yeah.
I just wonder why that was.
Doubling over.
Don't know why he did so poor against them. I mean, it's just one game, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's just one game.
Captain Jerry Francis is current. We were talking about him on the Spaces last night. He's got sacked by Birmingham a couple of weeks ago. Seeing if he ends up at Spurs. Jerry Francis. Have we not had Jerry Francis in the game at some point in the Prem? Was he managing somebody, wasn't he?
I don't think so.
No?
Not that I remember. I might be wrong.
I thought I saw his picture on there. So maybe not. So how are you doing so far? You've got a Balaban assist. Have you got any other returns?
Matt Namara assist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Nearly at half time now. He started out at Bristol Rovers. Thank you, Captain. Owen goes past Veron. Owen Blastall's top corner.
God,
wow.
4-1. Jesus. Oh, I wish nobody's Man United defenders are playing, I don't think.
Sister Gerrard had just got any Gerrard owners out there. Must be still.
Or Sylvester. I suppose there'll be some Sylvester owners out there.
Yeah, I mean, I've got him on the bench, but yeah, definitely. Or did it just mention Sylvester in the comms?
Half time. No. I was just thinking, like, 'cause that's a minus point now for Man United defenders. Like,
yeah.
4-1.
So, half time.
Well, there's a few. That's got to be more goals than we had last week already. And
I think so. Yeah, Captain, can you let us know how many goals we had last week? That's so far. That's 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. That's 18 goals already. I've got a feeling we only had something like 19 goals last week.
Yeah.
Marky Sharky, maybe wrong. We're not seeing any comments from Norwich Watford. I don't remember seeing. Oh, there was a
I don't
couple of
think we have.
Norwich attacks. I haven't seen Watford do anything.
No.
We had
Yeah.
18 last week, Captain. Yeah.
18
Wow.
last week. They're killing it. So it's Craig's fault. That's what we've established, I think.
So you've got your 1 assist and no, you've got 2 assists so far.
2 assists. So I've got a Balaban assist, a McNamara assist. McNamara's got a clean sheet as well so far.
They don't
And
count. Clean sheets don't count so far.
that's a bit, yeah, that's about it. That's about it. What have you got?
One chop goal.
Chop goal. Yeah.
Captain, can you bring the teams up? Just to double check. But one chop, I think that might be all I've got. Okay, I do have Terry, Curtis, and Issa clean sheets still sitting there. That's it. That's all I've got. One chop goal. Yeah.
Yeah, so light for us so far. Yeah, lots of goals, but I suppose maybe not that many popular picks. Leeds again, not really doing it the front two, but plenty of time.
Has anyone got 3 or 4 returns so far? Attacking returns in the chat?
Dublin. Shout if you've got Dublin. That's the one, isn't it? There's a few Dublin owners.
I've not seen anyone say they've got Dublin yet.
Pep Talk's got everyone in his draft team. It sounds.
So I've never played a draft league before. So you just you do a draft at the start, and everyone takes turns getting the pick of the players, I assume. And then
yeah. So
how does it work throughout the season? Do you get like a transfer each throughout each game or something?
So you can make. I think it might be capped at 5, but I've never hit the limit. So you can either try and make a trade with another manager to say, I want your player, and in exchange, I'm prepared to give you this player. Or you dip into the pool of unsigned players, and whoever's lowest in the table will get priority, basically. So you basically every week you probably want to go into the pool of unsigned players. If you want to replace one of your existing squad, you want to probably line up like 4 or 5 options, and then you order them, because depending on where you are in the table, like unless you're bottom, then you know that you're first priority and you'll just get whoever you want.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite good. I really like it. I really like the draft game. In like FPL and ChampMan, it's good.
Yeah, it's a bit of a leveler then. So if you're bottom, then you get first pick. So it gives those at the bottom a chance to catch up.
The only thing I don't like is when you get. I think it's changes again next season, but like this season, for example, if you were bottom after the first couple of weeks, like you got first refusal on like Lukaku. I know that's turned out shit, but you know, like the principle of it, and like in January as well, like the person bottom gets like first refusal on Ronaldo and stuff, or you know, whoever signs in January. Was not Ronaldo. That's not what I mean at all. But you know, you get what I mean. Yeah. So it's like we've had in the draft league that I know of with my mates, like there's been examples of like the person that's bottom at Christmas has got out of it like 3 or 4 years running, because they've managed to pick up like Bruno Fernandes, Aubameyang, like really good players in January, and then it gets them out of trouble.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But
fair enough, that makes sense. Yeah. Just checking the scores in Europe. So West Ham are still 1-0 down, so they're 3-1 down in aggregate, and Rangers are 2-0 up, so they're 2-1 up on aggregate. So it's not looking good for West Ham. That's probably why we've not seen FPL Richie in the chat. He's probably watching that, isn't he? Fair play to Rangers. So who's Rangers manager now? No idea.
Van Bronckhorst.
Yeah,
so ChampMan active player is a Rangers manager.
Nice. I think at the Conference League, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, how are Leicester doing?
They're 1-0 down against Roma.
On aggregate or on the night?
On aggregate, 2-1 down.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. West Ham apparently are attacking, having a few chances.
Yeah, it was going to be tough for them going away.
Yeah.
I know they got a good result against Lyon away, but historically, like through David Moyes' career, if you need him to get a big result away from home, he ain't going to do it.
No, he's not won the trophy, is he? Did you watch the Man City game last night?
Yes, I did. Yeah, crazy. I was honest. I was literally nodding off before Rodrigo scored his first goal because it had been just like City cruising really, and then obviously scored, and then that woke me up, and then he scored again. I was just like, it's just crazy. I saw a tweet about in the all the seasons that Pep's been at Man City, like their Champions League exits, and apart from the final last year, basically all of his exits have been on the back of like a cluster of goals happening, like in the knockout ties. So like last night, it was 3 goals in 6 minutes. But if you look back through all of the ties, it's like 2 goals in 8 minutes, 3 goals in 15 minutes, 2 goals in 12 minutes or whatever. Every time.
Interesting.
It's like, yeah, crazy.
I mean, they've got a few injuries at the back, but they're still a bloody good team they've got. Yeah. Well, do you think he'll stay? He'll be there again next season? Because
he's got 1 more year on his deal, hasn't he? So he'll be there for at least next season, I think. But whether he'll stay beyond that, I'm not sure.
Where do you go from there, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long time to be there, though, isn't it? And he's such an intense like character. I could imagine him like just wanting a change of scenery to keep his own mind kind of sane. But yes, I mean, there's lots of places he could go. He could go to PSG, or he could go back to Barcelona, or probably maybe not back to Barcelona unless Xavi's a disaster. But you know, there's plenty of places he could go, isn't there?
PSG though.
Spain, maybe he'll want to take the Spain job or something after, you know, if they, you know, have a disappointing World Cup.
Yeah, I can see that. Medeski Stadium could turn up there.
Yeah, maybe he'll want a real challenge. Yeah, prove he's not just a checkbook manager. Yeah.
When have we ever seen a manager? Managers will always go for the best job they can get, but when's there exceptions that managers actually go for?
Yeah, well, Carlo Ancelotti was manager of Everton last season.
It must have been the money. They must have paid him a.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that they paid him well, but.
I mean, I think wasn't it Brian Clough went down to Brighton, didn't he? I mean, I'm talking many years ago, but when he lost, I think when he lost the Leeds job, then he went and managed Brighton or something like that. I'm sure someone in the chat who knows Forest or Derby better than I can will say, but I'm sure at some point he dropped down to like the 3rd division and then went back up to the 1st division just to take a job. But you don't really see that these days, do you?
No, you don't really. I'm trying to think of another example other than Ancelotti, but
Peter Taylor managing the conference after getting one England
yeah.
game. Sven at Notts County, great shout.
Yeah, Sven at Notts County, that's a good one. Yeah, Harry Redknapp went down to Portsmouth in the Championship. Yeah.
It's not Pep's fault. It was just luck. Apparently, the referee was bloody awful. I saw a tiny little bit of it.
Yeah, it was strange towards the end. The timekeeping is like, what the fuck? And a few like obvious bookings that weren't given for Madrid. Like, yeah, it was a bit like that.
Few opinions. I think we've opened up a can of worms there in the chat.
On the Man City game.
It's a game of opinions, isn't it? Football. It's what you love about it.
Yeah.
So we've got World Cup this year, haven't we? Qatar in the winter.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah.
Really interesting the fact that it's going to be over. Is it over November, December? So it's going to be a break in the Premier League next season.
Yeah, and then we're straight into like Premier League Christmas fixtures with like no break, pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be really weird. So I think that don't they get something like 10 days and then it's first game?
Yeah,
There's going to be zero preparation for the player. They'll be fully fit, the perfect fitness, but
I think for England it's even less because I think the group that we've been drawn into means that we're up on either the first day or the second day. So we're literally going to have like 7 days.
that was right. I've seen that. It is a week, isn't it, until our first game? That's just mad. But do you think the Premier League players, so teams will let the players go early?
No, no.
Can't see it, can you?
Why would they? Like it's an important time of the season, isn't it? They're not going to let them go early. No way, no chance. It's just going to be there's going to be no friendlies. It's just going to be off you go on the plane. They're going to get a couple of days training, and then it's going to be a game.
Yeah, fly out to Qatar. So you'll be flying out like the night of the game or the next day.
Yeah, crazy. Right, I'm going to disappear for a minute before the second half kicks off, mate, if that's all right.
No worries. So just have a quick look in the chat. So James Street will be interesting for Qatar. How much we're based on this season. Fast starters next season might force their way in. I think you're talking about the England squad. Yeah, it's difficult because we all think we know the kind of the best 11 or best 15 or let's say, but there's always a few surprises. It doesn't matter what tournament it is. There's always a Sean Wright Phillips or somebody that appearing in the squad. I don't know if England will be better to play with the three centre backs again. I mean, Southgate seems to really like it. And it has worked for us. I think he's a bit late in making changes when maybe not playing so well, and we saw that in the final of 2020. But I'm not against him continuing it. I know a lot of people are shouting for him to play four at the back and have extra midfielder, but when you've got these fantastic wing backs that we've got, I can understand why he does it. Would you take Tomori? I don't watch enough European football, so I couldn't say. I understand he's done well, but I'm not sure. I assume you've seen Roma playing. I think it's right. Is it Roma, isn't he? Hopefully Southgate goes a bit more adventurous this time. Bowen, Bellingham. Surely he's got to bring Bowen and Bellingham. I mean, Bellingham's. What would you do out of Bellingham, Rice, and Phillips? Who would you start out of those three? Which two? That's a real challenge. I don't know if you heard that question, Martin. I'm kind of just
he's going to. Yeah, I suppose Phillips has been out for so long. He'll probably need a good start to next season, I suppose. But
you'd have to say it might be Bellingham and Rice.
I think if Phillips starts next season strong, then it will probably be Rice and Phillips again because it got him to the Euros final, and I'd kind of get it. But yeah, I do really like Bellingham.
I mentioned that Tomori's at Roma, and everyone's correcting me that he's at Milan.
At AC Milan, yeah. Tammy Abraham at Roma.
Tammy Abraham at Roma, that's right. He's been good. He deserves to go.
Yeah, it's not like we've got a wealth of goal-scoring strikers, is it really? Yeah. So he's got. Yeah.
I went to see. I used to work on a campsite in Italy, and I went to see Chievo against AC Milan at their stadium. I think they're gone now.
Oh,
Chievo
nice.
Verona.
Yeah.
So this concrete block in the middle of a concrete stadium in the middle of nowhere. It was a bit of a dump.
Yeah.
Got to see Ronaldinho play. I've never seen a player grace the turf as kind of as gracefully as him. It was unbelievable the way he ran moves across the pitch.
Yeah. I remember Chievo because I think Chievo got promoted to Serie A I think maybe the first time ever, just as Football Italia on Channel 4 was finishing.
Yeah.
So I always remember the story of Chievo because it was a big thing on Football Italia that they managed to get into Serie A.
Because they were Verona's second team, because Verona's first team were in like Serie C. I don't know how you say C in Italian. But yeah, so it was like it's like Notts County being above Nottingham Forest, for example.
Yeah.
Well, it was nearly a penalty for Man United. So we started the second half. Eog sprints down the pitch and shouts at the ref.
Yellow in the book. Yeah,
That's
Aratravo
no,
saying.
that's right. Yeah,
Yes.
Kieva are gone. That's right, Aratravo. Yeah, they're gone now.
Other way round now. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the second clean sheet in a row for Atmatzidis?
It could be. It's sending Norwich.
Seema Abbey's on. I'm sure. I think one or two people had Seema Abbey this week. Football Italia on Channel 4. What a show! Yeah, it was quality, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. Especially the Saturday morning magazine show.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I used to watch that all the time as a kid. That and Transworld Sport. Do you remember watching that? Like get up at 6 a.m. Transworld
Yeah,
Sport.
it was mega early, wasn't it? Yeah.
Really weird sports from around the world. Brilliant. Great show.
I do remember that. That was good as well.
Now it's just like, come dine with me for 7 hours.
Yeah, true.
There's got to be someone in the chat who knows somebody that's been on Come Dine With Me, because I swear every person in the country. so many episodes of it. Have you ever seen the Come Dine With Me with that guy? He loses it. Says that the woman's got all the grace of a reversing dump truck.
Yeah. All the memes, like you can still get like birthday cards and Christmas cards. I
got my missus a birthday card of that bloke. She thought it was Nick Griffin.
Nick Griffin.
She's like, who's that? Why you got me a birthday card with Nick Griffin on it? I was like, oh, God. Never mind. Issa, high ball forwards to Arca. If you go, I think you can find it on like, not YouTube, but one of the other ones that's a bit like YouTube, and you can find the whole episode of that that guy losing, gradually losing it. And they'll just wind him up. So funny. I find his name now.
So what a sad little life.
That's it. Yeah. Dear Lord, good Lord Jane. I'm just gonna Google sad little life. Yeah, there it is. Peter Marsh, that was his name.
Oh, right, okay.
So funny. There we go. My mate's cousin was on Come Dine With Me, got really pissed and made a show of herself. Yeah, I saw someone wet themselves on it once. She was like so drunk she pissed herself and fell asleep in bed.
I remember one where the host got so pissed she just went to bed and like she hadn't even served the main course yet. Yeah. Like one of the guests just like finished it off. I
saw that one. Off the White Hart Lane. Assistant manager John Gorman. Serenely replaced.
He's really staking his claim for the job by making a ruthless goalkeeper change.
I don't know what Totter's done in the last 4.5 minutes to be substituted. That's hilarious. And do you know what? I don't think it's going to be the last goalkeeper substitution we're going to see this evening as well.
No. Okay.
One more goalkeeper substitution.
Balaban survives that substitution. Come on.
That's good. But he's got the assist, so
yeah. Well, he's definitely got a lower rating than Dublin, though. I should think.
Go on, one chop.
Here's one chop again. Overhead kick. Oh, missed by a mile.
Captain, thanks for the 0 points, Totter. It's JLo strategy. Get in Sereni. I own Hedman and Sereni. I'll take 1 point.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's better than a smack in the face, isn't it? 1 point.
Yeah, Daniel Holiday. I have Sereni and Totter. I wonder if it's better for me or worse. You had both of them, didn't you? I seem to remember.
I did before I wildcarded, yeah. Got Kirkland now.
I had the 4.5 double up of in my main team of Sereni and Atmazidis, which I thought was going to be genius game week 5, and they seem to be like the goalkeepers that conceded more goals than anyone else. So even though I had 2 playing goalkeepers, I thought I just need to get Kirkland. Here comes Babiaro. So many dribbles and just running past players in this compared to real life. Babiaro.
What a goal,
Wow.
Babiaro.
Took him out, was it last week?
Solo run. 1-0 Chelsea.
I bet Luke's playing him as well.
Petit assist, probably Chelsea's best midfielder now.
Yeah. I don't know whether to go for him or one of the Man United mids. That's my debate and over the next couple of weeks. He's been good. He's been good. I mean, I signed him off your recommendation. He'd be great. He was great for me a few weeks.
Yeah, they had a nice little run, didn't he? Yeah, we both did well out of him for a bit. Should have just kept hold of him. Probably.
Yeah, I think you've got to take him out for the run they had.
Yeah. So it's hindsight, but obviously with the players they've sold and whatnot. But a triple substitution. Lampard replaces Forsell.
Zola up front.
Christian, I assume he's getting hooked. No, Knight play. Yes.
Right. Oh, okay.
So Zola's going up front.
Yeah, interesting. So that's a triple substitution from Chelsea. You don't see many of those.
Or Knight. Or actually, no. Leon Knight will go up front.
Leon Knight will go up front. Zola will stay on the right.
Yeah.
One of those mids. They got no wide players. Oh no, Christensen came on, so Christensen will go left.
Yeah.
So if they get any injuries now, they're going to be down to 10. See the goalkeeper get injured now. Stick Zola in goal.
Come Leicester, are they going to score again? Joby McAnuff. Oh, the Reading boy, he's done it. Joby McAnuff. Joby McAnuff.
Where's the shirt, Martin?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not in this room. What a boy. 2-1 Leicester.
Moyes red card, apparently.
A Moyes red card. He's lost it.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the big question is, why are people watching the football when they should be watching the stream?
Yeah.
You have a word with yourself.
Steve got rid of McAnuff on wildcard. Yeah, so did I. I'm not sure I'd have played him away to Leeds anyway, to be fair.
No.
Burton O'Brien on for Sommer. Bit more of an attacking player. Hopefully Blackburn can do something. Andy Griffin, another Reading boy, off for Dabizas. Ryan Giggs over. Well, my Kelly vice captain by accident is not going well. Was Van Nistelooy
spaffed the goal kick straight to Giggs. Oh, well done, Kirkland.
Good save.
A couple of saves. We've still not seen anything from Watford yet, have we? Not a sniff.
Nope. Yeah, surprised at that.
Maybe it's the 3-5-2 against the 3-5-2. Cancel each other out.
Yeah, could be. There's Joachim goal. 2-0 commentary.
Bradford with it all to do. Bradford must be relegation zone now after their decent start.
Yeah, it was never going to be sustainable. All the clean sheets they were keeping was crazy.
Yeah. A couple of changes for Norwich. Marchant off. Oh, so nearly got him in.
Nothing for the Marchant punt.
He just missed out on a 3-pointer. Got a 1-pointer instead. There are a few people who got him in this week.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, no, it's Dublin that goes off. Come on, Bosco. Here's your time.
He's had 2 goals I mean, see 2 goals and substituted.
Yeah. Hopefully that means
Fair play.
Balaban get us on the end of things now.
If I
Come
was
on.
told before the start of this, if you get Dublin, he's going to have 2 goals and subs after 55 minutes, I'd have been quite happy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you've
You'd
got to be
take that.
happy. Got to take that all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've only missed a point for the pre-60, really, haven't you? Like, if you'd played 90 and got 2, you'd be perfectly happy.
Yeah. Svensson, here he goes. Wow, it's 4-0 Man City.
4-0. Hall for Svensson out on the wing against the wing backs.
Get Eleftheropoulos off.
Alexio, never mind.
I told you there was another goal coming.
Gary Flitcroft assist. He's had a good season as well, or a good period, it feels like.
Snorrison.
For
Rowan
Ricketts.
Ricketts. 1 England cap.
Come on. I still haven't got a goal yet tonight. Come on.
No, I think I've got 1 goal, that's it.
What was your goal?
1 shot.
1 shot. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
It does hurt to see Petit and Babayaro combining when I had them 2 weeks ago. Bit late from Everton.
Oh, I was going to say, if he scores, fucking that'll top it.
I don't know if we're going to see that many big scores this week so far, because there's so many people have gone all in on Leeds. Bunjevcevic.
Ooh, why do they target? It's not Hurtado. No, it's not. Hurtado plays centre back, to be fair. He's got his clean sheet still intact.
Ricard. Go on, Ricard.
Go on, Ricard. Give us something. Oh.
Alkvist.
Oh, Gronka, that'd be nice. Oh. Pedersen, is he going to come forward?
Do you remember? I've just thinking then when they mentioned Ray Parlour. Do you remember the Arsenal shirt? They used to have the JVC with like the blue lightning. That was one of my favourite shirts. That one. Never been an Arsenal fan or anything like that, but there were some cracking shirts back in the 90s. Really good design.
Yeah, definitely.
That was one of the best ones.
They had some good home shirts as well, like nice Nike ones.
Yeah. Libra,
goal.
Oh, that's both my Sunderland and Chelsea clean sheets gone.
Clean sheets gone, yeah. There's not many clean sheets out there now.
No. Curtis still clinging on. That's the only one I've got left, I think. A few people with bloody Atherton's clean sheets still, I imagine.
Yeah, he's on my bench. Yeah, that Arsenal, when they were sponsored by Sega Dreamcast, that Dreamcast shirt, that was lovely. That was. It's such a shame now we have like template kits. Like teams basically have the same kit with different colors. Like every team's kit used to be unique. I'm always been a bit of a football shirt nerd. I've got like hundreds of them, but the modern ones are just shit.
Yeah. Well, you don't get one like used to. Gillingham's kit was made by Jill's Leisure. That's how good we were. We couldn't even get like any of the crappy manufacturers. Used to make our own shirts because Paul Scally, our chairman, fall out with everyone. Couldn't find a single manufacturer, so made our own. There was in 1990. Holtz barged Solano in the back. Oh yeah, because Solano plays Blackburn, doesn't he? So Gillingham used to be called New Brompton before they rebranded as Gillingham like 100 years ago, and they used to be playing black and white. So in 1993 was when I first started going. They changed shirts because see our badge is that's why our badge is black and white stripes on one side and blue on the other. Nods to our old. So we played with blue, black, blue, white, blue, black, blue, white. It was a horrendous kit, but it was quite iconic back in the now you look back at it because it was when we got promoted from Division 3 that season.
Yeah.
And it was it's just a bit unique. Yeah, like I know what you mean. There's all the identikit kits now. Oh,
yeah.
When Jamaica in the last World Cup, they had that amazing shirt, didn't they? Nigeria shirt. It's a Nigeria shirt.
Nigeria had a good one.
Green,
black
and white shirt. It was fantastic.
It was good. They made the best of it. It was still kind of template, but they made the best of the colours. But
Yeah, looked really good.
yeah, like the shirts you used to get like in the 90s and even the early 2000s, they're so much better than they are now.
Yeah. I actually used to quite like the Man United one where they had the green and yellow halves. That was
Yeah,
back in like 93 or 94, I think, with the black shorts, because that was
yeah,
a nod to Newton Heath, wasn't it? I think they used to play in
yeah.
that kit.
Clubs would just pull out like random shit like that. Like was it like late 90s when Man United just decided, oh, we're going to have our badge in the middle, and then they had the like the dark kind of like diamonds on the side of it with a badge in the middle, and it was just like just completely different to like what
Yeah.
had gone before. It's like, whereas now you get a new kit, it's like, well, yeah, it's got a new sponsor on it, and yeah, maybe it's Adidas instead of Nike, but otherwise, like, it's the same shirt, really.
Yeah. AD Tour, Martin, have you got the Brazilian club that has a map of this season's shirt on it? Looks really good. Have you seen that?
I have seen it, yeah. No, I don't have
Quality.
it. I don't have it yet, but I will definitely be, yeah, acquiring that. It's really
A
good.
few people on Twitter posting that they got that.
Mm.
Here comes Gronk here. He's had quite a lot of the ball this game. Cross to the near post. Ligeti. Finland. This is the second goal. Marinelli, is that a brace,
Marinelli
isn't it?
again.
Marinelli, yeah. Oh,
Was
Finland.
that Finnan or Gronk? Grinning.
Finland,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Been unlucky there. I think Borough have done quite well so far.
Yeah, it's disappointing from Bolton this, but still half an hour to go ish.
We can't be having another Atherton clean sheet. What do you think on a shirt? Would you go for a collar? Do you prefer a collar or without a collar?
No, I like a collar. But again, you don't see it so much now, do you?
No. Nick, are Zapata and Selakovic playing? Selakovic is. Zapata's not playing. He got benched.
Yeah, he's benched. Yeah.
Peter Carter having shirts for 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, those days are over, aren't they?
Yeah, new one every year now.
Heskey over the bar. Selakovic subbed, wasn't he? Did Selakovic go off?
I don't remember that, to be fair.
I missed that. Yeah,
I
if
may
you
have
did,
missed it.
if you saw that he did go off, just let us know who he went off for. Panic, starting to regret my large investment in Bolton players. I mean,
Yeah, I got Gardner and Pedersen. I've had them since I wildcarded. They've not done a lot, really.
I think they'll come good with the run they've got. You've got to target those fixtures.
Millsy, lad. He's not going to score. No, it's gone wide.
Wake up, guys. Selakovic subbed.
Yeah, I missed it. It's too.
Oh, for Whelan on, apparently. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
No Whelan.
Has there been a single mention of the Blackburn game yet? Well, there's quite a lot in the first half, but there was a lot of Newcastle going forward.
Yeah, there's not been a lot in terms of Blackburn chances, definitely. Is Abbey, puts it wide. Surely Watford aren't going to be involved in a 0-0.
I haven't seen any attacks from them though at all, have we? So there's the table up there. So Man City, the biggest surprise.
Yeah.
Villa are doing pretty well. Arsenal have sneaked into the top half now.
It must be tight down there.
Yeah, it's quite tight.
Yeah,
Look,
it
all
is.
the way down. Blackburn have dropped down to 16th. That's pretty poor from them.
Oh, Kieran Dyer with a goal for Newcastle.
All my clean sheets gone.
Van Basten vibes. Nice. 1-0 Newcastle, yeah. There can't be many clean sheets now. Like, he's on for court.
We didn't miss that one.
AD Tour started Mills tonight. Yeah. Would have been good, AD. Perhaps he's playing well and he's clean sheet at the moment.
So I'm currently on 1 goal, no clean sheets. Not looking good.
I'm on 2 assists and 1 clean sheet. What a haul. Jesus. There's enough goals out there. Come on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Smiths, I got dire after speaking to you, Jules, and suggesting it for Cepeda. I remember having that chat today.
Nice, nice.
Because I looked, when someone asked me about it, when he asked me about it, I did look, and it was a winger against Blackburn, and we've seen wingers doing well against Blackburn, then a home game, then another away game against a team with wing backs, and another 2 home games. I hadn't noticed it till yesterday, but Dyer's run was quite nice. And he can be really good in this game. I know Andy Martin likes him.
They got Coventry at home next week as well, haven't they? So, yeah. Decent.
Such a shame about Olivier Bernard.
Yeah, but everyone had him anyway, so it gets to a point where it's like, what difference does it make? Let's all do something different.
Yeah, I got him in early. The one in my 4.5s team, I had him from the start, and remember the game he got like 21 points or something. I free hitted him out that week.
Oh no, you couldn't even get in a 4.5 team. Jesus.
Last week was my first week that my 4.5 team scored more than my regular team because I captained Dunn. No, Captain Weir. Sorry, Captain Weir last week.
Oh yeah, the winner from the double. Yeah.
Anurag, how about 1 clean sheet, no returns? I want to see somebody. Oh, Arsenal, Thierry Henry. There we go. Sure, someone's got him. Is it Thomas that's got him? Or
Darren's got him. I think Darren's got him, unless he sold him this week. Darren's smashing it. He's like by far, like highest out of the man on boys.
Fair play.
He's getting all these rogue picks coming off. Well, not that Henry should be rogue, but he's sticking with things like that. And Flitcroft he's scored a load of goals for him, and
fair play. What happened to Bernard? Has been dropped for scoring too many points. I mean, the AI is just not very clever, and let's just see this. Cinema Pongo, injured Owen.
Oh, there he comes.
He's really bad, Cinema Pongo, and Murphy off the Fowler. So injured Owen again. The AI is not very clever, and even if a player's doing really well, the AI will think, well, we probably need to upgrade in that area. And then they'll just go and sign someone and he'll replace them. Or they'll just sign players in areas where they don't need them, like Ipswich midfielders, for example. So here's Darren.
Oh, he sold Henry.
And I changed Flitcroft to Svensson.
Oh, Darren, you said on the preview that Henry always does well against Tottenham.
I want to see someone in the chat who's got no returns and no clean sheets. There's got to be someone out there. Ah, Jack Brockenshire. There we go. Nothing. Unless pitcher in midfield who's got 1 point for the pitcher clean sheet. That doesn't count. I'm sure you'll get something between now and the end, Jack. We've had a few goals this half, haven't we? It's continued.
Yeah, it's just nothing from our teams.
No.
But fair play everyone else. What do you mean you bottled it? He was in your team, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was. Or was that the week before?
All I need is Lambro to come on to block my Bray clean sheet. Oh god, that would be tragic. Luke's in the chat. I have no clean sheets, no assists, but 1 goal. Yeah, same as me. And I'm sure that's probably one chop, isn't it, Luke? Stephen W. My goalkeepers on my overhaul last week. Good lad and Totter, RIP. Oh.
Oh dear. That's risky to be fair. But
yeah.
You sort it out, just get it done. Just sort it out.
Yes, Nick. 2 goals, 2 clean sheets so far. Who needs Twitter or Discord? That's where we're going wrong.
Yeah, they're hard to rush B.
Marky Sharky took a -8 and only got Svensson returned.
Oh, Rickard's gone
Rickard
off.
Fucking Jonathan Greening.
Incredible result from Rangers. They've gone through. Fair play. It's probably for the best that we don't have a Rangers West Ham final. There'd be some dickheads involved in that, wouldn't there? Oh, it's ruled out.
Bray owners rejoice.
Well, they're saying that Frankfurt are a bit naughty, aren't they? Frankfurt and Rangers are probably not any better.
Oh, are they? I don't know.
Wherever that final is, I'd avoid it.
Somewhere random like Baku or Gibraltar or something. James, 2 goals, 1 clean sheet. Hate this game at times. So you're doing better than me, mate.
Come on, Pedersen. It's about time you did something.
Voss in the area for some reason. Gardner on the corner. Nice. That'll do. Go on.
Locatelli, goal!
Yes! Gardner assist.
Go on, debut. Something for Gardner. Another return. Come on, that's 3 returns. Here we go.
Another goal. There's another clean sheet wipeout as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think a few people have got Gardner vice captain as well. I've got him as emergency captain. Where some managerial rumours are spreading. A man with a Premiership pedigree has been spotted.
It's Gladwell, isn't it?
Someone who isn't new to the capital. Interesting.
It's either Gladwell or Arsene Wenger.
We need to be someone with real grit.
Oh, real grit.
Steve Grit. Is that somebody? Is that a name?
I'm not sure about the grit reference.
Premiership. Come on in the chat. Somebody's got to know who that is. Answers on a postcard. Captain loves it. Graham.
Oh, Graham. George Graham.
Why would it be Grit?
He's a defensive manager, I suppose.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? So George Graham to Arsenal.
He's at Man City, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is at Man City.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
No.
Or is it?
It depends. The games are on different days. Fiali to Arsenal. Oh, someone will get it right. Titov. Saved.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but George Graham ditching Man City for Tottenham is the kind of shit thing that does happen.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Peter Carter. Gary Gravel.
Gary Gravel.
Emblem shoots. Pat Mercedes is going to get another clean sheet, isn't he? Watford haven't had a sniff. They've had nothing, have they? Stuart Pearce to Arsenal.
What's Stuart Pearce doing this game? He still plays at West Ham, doesn't he?
Not sure. Was it Charlton? Crouch off.
10-metre Peter gone. Oh, hopefully that's Janssen up front for a bit.
Off for Thomas. Who's Thomas?
I'm sure who Thomas is. I don't know.
Kirbishley. That's what I was thinking. I wonder if where's Kirbishley?
Curbs. Was he still at Charlton? Did he get sacked when they got relegated? Can't remember.
So how are we feeling? All those people with double Leeds strikers probably not delighted so far.
No.
Wouldn't have expected this result though.
No, see, that's couple of home games in a row, they've been a bit disappointing.
Leeds losing, Man United losing, Chelsea only drawing.
Come on, Kelly.
To
Kelly to
Bowyer,
Bowyer. It's perfect.
not to Viduka.
Mark. Come on, stick that away. Yes,
Oh.
Mark. Come on, boy.
That's going to be a popular goal. I think was it a Bowyer assist? It won't be too bad.
Yeah, that's good for me. That's Viduka captain, Bowyer assist.
Oh, that's very, very popular. That's a good point. Pep talk. Steve Gritt was joint manager of Charlton with Alan Kirbishley. Are we going to see someone like Steve Gritt go to? Was it go to Spurs?
That's a bit shit, isn't it? I know Spurs are shit, but
yeah, I'm sure I knew it was Steve Gritt. I remembered that name.
Well, it probably is that then, isn't it?
Sounds like him, doesn't it?
It sounds like that's probably him.
I've got my game open. Let me have a look. I'll see if I can
see what his preferred style of play is. Yeah.
Find non-player.
Another save for Kirkland. Oh, Van Nistelooy. Giggs unmarked. Oh, another save for Kirkland.
Steve, he's Reading manager online. He's 4-4-2 direct man marking.
Oh, fuck, you may as well leave McLeish in charge.
Yeah. His stats are good though on this. Don't know if it's the same across on the official file.
Oh, it's a shame if they get another 4-4-2 manager.
Yeah. They need to play Ziga left back and let Etherington left wing. Not play that Clark.
Yeah, Etherington.
Hope off.
Oh, the dream's over.
All the Chris Hope owners out there have banked the clean sheet. Well done if you signed him this week.
Oh, he's contributed to a win so far.
They've also spotted someone with Premiership experience, but not as manager.
Season one veteran
is Scotsman well. Although some Arsenal fans be concerned with his experience of his
Who could that?
Scottish player.
Craig Burley, is he going to be the new Arsenal manager? I don't know. Who could that be? Don't think I've ever seen Craig Burley take a big manager's job.
If someone could open their sheets and have a look. Who could that be? Brian McClare? Don't know if is he on the Man United squad? Was he?
No, it's way too late for Brian McClare.
Yeah.
Gary McAllister, that's a good shout, Billy Holloway.
Can you imagine? Colin Hendry.
He's
still in it now.
Yeah, he's still in it. Yeah, Gary McAllister's a good shout. There's some. Was there an old Scots guy at Fulham? What was his name?
I'm not sure.
Christensen with a chance. Oh, high and wide. Yeah, Craig Burley and Gary McAllister is all I can think of. It's going to be Gary McAllister out of those two.
Gordon Strachan. No, it's somebody who was a player in the first season. Big dunk.
Big dunk. He's still on the playing squad at Everton, I think.
John Collins, that's it.
John Collins, that's who I was thinking of, yeah.
Viduka. No. Oh, thank God. I think you've done well this week if you've got a big score. Again, you only would have done it if you've got a few differentials, really.
Yeah. I think my McNamara might drag me to a small green, I think, at the moment.
I'm on for another red, definitely, at this rate. Yeah, Viduka has sent me into a red arrow. Yeah, like Kieran Dyer, Thierry Henry, all players that I've seen people talk about. If you signed any of these or you held them, then you've done well.
Yeah. Like we were saying before, good players that are low owned.
Yeah.
It's the time in the season if you're behind a bit. Don't worry about the ownership. Are they a good player? Have they got a good fixture?
Yeah. Andrew Sherritt's done well. He's got Viduka captain, Svensson, one chop, and a Rufus clean sheet. Don Hutchinson.
Goal. Manu Petit, goal and assist. Definitely the standout man. Chelsea midfield now.
Wow.
Me and David have both sold him in recent times. Balbiaro assist. He's got a goal and assist as well.
So a few people will have him tonight as well. I think I saw a few people mentioning him earlier. Thor Pettersson, sub 20 scoring coming. I mean, with the amount of bonus that you've got, it can all change. I think the lowest score we've ever seen was a 7-pointer, wasn't it, for somebody?
Really? Christ.
He was first season, and this I think might be someone in the chat, and he captained Tarico, and Tarico got sent off, and then there was like a real big rep week, and I think he got another minus play. Yeah, he ended up with 7. I mean, that is an absolute trophy, isn't it?
Yeah. Remember there was a week in season 1.
Yeah, sing for Larson.
I'll sing down for Larson.
Go on, Larson, make up for it. Go on, son.
Goal.
Yes, justice. That's a great few minutes if you got both of those lead strikers.
Yeah, I could have done without that. But well played if you got both. Lots of people out there with captain and vice, and they've both scored now.
Harp will sing assist.
Yeah, I remember there was a week in season 1 where, like, I think like Phillips, Viduka, and Shearer or something like that. Like they all scored a hat trick like in the same week.
Yeah.
And then I was sat on like Hasselbank, Owen, and someone else, and it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Aratravo, Viduka captain, Larson vice captain. Boom. Unsworth yellow card.
Unsworth in the book.
There we go.
Minus points for him.
Paz in the face of the ref. I thought Paz went off.
Yeah, I could do with another goal now. That Larson goal, Balaban goal would be lovely.
Viduka red cards. That's what I'd like. Andy Martin walking home from work seems like a good night. Another green arrow, will it be? He's got 13 green arrows in a row.
Yeah, he's on the charge, isn't he? That's some achievement, 13 green.
Yeah, not really ever such a shit start, though, is it?
Well, yeah, that is true. Oh, no, there goes the Man
City,
City clean sheet.
Wipe out.
Fuck, all of a sudden I'm in trouble.
Steve Howie owners in the mud.
Yeah.
And McNamara. Christie with the assist.
Fuck off, Christie, useless prick. Jesus. God, I hate that guy.
Yeah, hopefully Larson's stolen the 3 bonus points off Viduka. Then that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
No, it wouldn't.
I think I can't. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Good. Just sat on my mic. Dublin, I've noticed when he plays, he never gets bonus, and I think he just always seems to get a low average rating, even though he sticks the ball in the net. And I think that's probably why he's been subbed. So I doubt Dublin will get any bonus despite his 2 goals.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so if he's been subbed. They're on a clean sheet.
Pep talk. Who is doing best out of Martin and Gilles, left or right hand side? I need to update my wall chart.
I think it's close now. I think I was edging it, but those last few minutes, I'm honestly not sure. It's probably you. It's probably you actually. Now I've lost that clean sheet for McNamara.
I've got no clean sheets.
No, I haven't got any now either.
Yeah.
You've got one chop VC. That's probably what's edging it.
Nehal Kuhami in the chat saying only a Gronkia return with Rickard will make the game week perfect. Well, I'm sorry to say that Rickard's gone off, so it's not going to be the perfect game week for you, unfortunately, Nehal. Did he make the 60? I think he did, didn't he, Rickard? Yeah, he went off about 10 minutes
Yes,
ago.
he did. Yeah, he made the 60. Yeah.
Biscan was fouled in the air by Van Nistelooy.
Van Nistelooy in the book.
Lovely. So a few people asking if they should get rid of Van Nistelrooy this week, and in the Discord, and I said, to be honest, if you've got a decent captain and vice, I'd probably hold him.
Yeah, it's not far away before they've got like 4 home games in a row, is it?
They've got Coventry away next week and then 3 homes or 2 homes, I think. And I was like, well,
yes.
take him out to bring him back. The thing is, he's going to be a bit of a differential. Ruud, if you take out the dead teams, he will have him. People are going to struggle to get to Ruud because they're going to want to hold the lead strikers.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a plan to get him in, he'll be quite low owned amongst the teams that aren't dead teams.
Oh, Darren Bent. There we go. Late equaliser for Bent. Unchallenged.
That's what happens when you take Chris Hope off the pitch, and you got yourselves to blame. There we go.
Like that, yeah.
Love it.
O'Brien, the substitute, gets the assist. Yeah, I mean, if you're selling Van Nistelrooy, like you do it to spread your money around, don't you? But if you sell him and do that, then in a couple of weeks' time, you're going to be like, "Fuck, I want Van Nistelrooy," probably.
Yeah. James has had a belter of a week. Viduka goal, Larson goal, Nedved goal, Wright goal, Christie assist, Gardner assist, and Atmet Zida's clean sheet.
Nice.
Well done, James. You
really
could be on
good.
Team of the week.
Yeah, it's got to be pushing it. Got to be pushing Team of the week with that.
Then you got 4 clean sheets: Villa, Coventry, Norwich, and Watford. Not many people are going to have their players. Panic. Newcastle are hopeless without him. Love it. Absolutely love it. Blackburn, they can, when they get Brian on the pitch, they can do the business, can't they? Or the guy missing out, putting Soma in the middle. We've been stolen of quite a few 4.5 mil midfielders this season because you've got Carrick injured. You've got Nolan's now injured.
Nolan's injured, yeah.
O'Brien's now out of the team.
Johnson, was he 4.5? He was injured for
he's
ages.
Injured, yeah.
We come Newcastle.
Shearer clean through.
Clean through. You told us that.
Shearer brought down by Betterton. Oh, it's a pen.
Doesn't hesitate to book Shearer for diving. No penalty.
Shearer booked for diving. Incredible decision. Kinnear has lost his
rag. Careful, you got a dodgy ticker, mate. I'm telling you, I know you don't know it now, but you've got a dodgy ticker. Just calm that down. What year was Kinnear actually at Newcastle? That was like, it was a few years after this, wasn't it? Like quite a few.
Wasn't that 7 or 8 years ago? To Ellen Road, of course, Boya.
That'll do. Come on.
Yes.
So it's not. We're not getting a goal there. I don't think. Where are we going to get it? Oh, that's full time. That's it. Just one chance last minute.
I've got away with that this week.
There we go. As we await the bonus. Villa 3, Ipswich 0. This is where I like to try and remember the goal scorers. So we had a Dublin brace and a Lee Hendry goal. Blackburn 1, Newcastle 1. Who scored for Blackburn? Bent. and Kieran Dyer for Newcastle. Bolton 1, Middlesbrough 2. We had a Gardner assist. Who scored the goal for Bolton? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Anyway, we got a Gardner assist. That's the important thing, I think. It wasn't Pedersen that scored. It's probably no, it was Nicetti on debut.
That's right, yeah.
Middlesbrough 2, a brace for Marinelli. Coventry 2, Bradford 0. GW18 got one, and can't remember the other.
I think it was Bray, wasn't it, with the bullet header?
Bray with a bullet header.
Yeah.
Man City 4, Everton 1.
It was the first goal, Matthias.
Matthias? Was it Matthias? Okay.
Yeah, first goal scorer of the week.
Yeah, that's right. In the first minute, we had that. Man City 4. We had a one-shot goal. We had a Svensson goal. We had a Wright goal. Can't remember the other one.
Was it 2 Wright goals?
Might have been 2 Wright goals.
Can't remember either.
Everton 1 was Keratos with a twat-face assist. That's really mature, isn't it? Twat-face. Malcolm Twat-face. Leeds 3, Leicester 2. We had a Viduka goal, we had a Larson goal, and we had a... What was the third? Ian Hart penalty. Mm-hmm. Leicester 2, we had a Joby McAnuff goal and a Benjamin goal. Liverpool 4, Man United 1. We had... Oh, this is a tricky one. What do we have? We had a Gary Neville own goal. Oh, we got bonus points in. Forget all that. We got bonus points.
Partridge. Dublin. So Dublin gets the 3 bonus, even though he got subbed.
He did get the 3 bonus.
He must
Interesting.
Have been on low condition then.
Yeah, he must have been knackered. Must have been knackered. 3 for Dublin, 2 for Rufus, 2 for Hendry.
No save points.
No save points for anybody. Yeah, that's a haul for Dublin.
Did we get them all? Partridge. Owen scored, didn't he?
Owen scored. Partridge, yeah.
Own goal. Can't remember the other one. Nedved for Man United.
Dublin finished on 26% condition. That's, like I said, he's
been climbing up.
He's going to sign for Crewe any minute. Blackburn 1, Newcastle 1. Save point for Betterton. Save point for Given. 3 bonus Kieran Dyer. So another one for your theory there, David. Wingers against Blackburn. 2 for Taylor, Bent, and O'Brien. Janssen disappointing again.
Curtis, rubbish. The 4 million defender Taylor gets 2 bonus.
Bottom 1, Middlesbrough 2. Save points 1 for Alkvist, 1 for Kudicini. 3 bonus points. Shout out to Craig, his favourite player, with 3 bonus for Encho. 2 each for Gardner, Lucatelli, Ramberg, Kudicini, Festa, Fillan, and Marinelli. It's not too bad for Gardner owners, really, is it? An assist and 2 bonus. That's all right.
I'll take that. 6 points?
Yeah.
No, 7 points, sorry. No, it's 6, isn't it? Because they
-1 for the 2 goals. Yeah, that's all right.
Take that. That's what you can do.
With a more good fixtures to come.
Yeah. I think I can't remember who they've got next week. I'll just check.
Commentary 2, Bradford 0. A save point for our Pexad. 3 bonus for Mateus. 2 each for Naylor, Gilchrist, Joachim, Williams, Ward. I'm not sure anybody cares about any of that, do they?
Bolton have got Norwich away next week.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's not bad.
Nice if you've kept Bray. You've played him this week. You've done well. Patience rewarded. Atherton owners moaning in the chat. They only got 2 points this week. Not happy with their hauls they've had every week.
Gardner got the better of him, I suppose.
Yeah.
Leeds 3, Leicester 2, save points 1 for Ian Walker. Max bonus goes to Viduka, 2 each for Singh, Bowyer, and Joby McAnuff. Go on, boy.
Nothing for Larson.
Nothing for Larson. That's a bit of
That's a shit.
yeah. That's a bit of a relief for me. I've got to be honest. Viduka and Bowyer, yeah, that's all right.
That's what you paid the extra 2 million for, isn't it?
Yeah, Beast probably won a shitload of headers and all that stuff. Yeah.
Larson was the highest average rating. I mean, last time I checked, a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, Viduka, well done if you got him.
Singh did pretty well as well. An assist and 2 bonus.
Yeah, take that.
Same as Gardner. Liverpool 4, Man United 1. 2 save points for Chris Kirkland. That's not bad. 1 for Barthez. Max bonus goes to Richie Partridge. 2 for Biscan. 1 each for Kirkland, Hippier, Berger, Gerrard, Owen, Dunn, and Van Nistelrooy.
So yeah, 5 points for Kirkland.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah. No other keepers got anything, have they?
Well, Bray. If you've got basically it's Bray and Atmacedis, the other ones that people.
Oh, Atmacedis, yeah, that's Atmacedis clean. Yeah, ignore me. Atmacedis is fairly got a few owners out there. God, Man United are so far in front, aren't they? Even though they lost today. Man City 4, Everton 1. A save point for Oaks. Max bonus goes to Svensson. 2 for Tiato. 1 each for McNamara, McQuilkin, Wright, Flitcroft, One Shot, Huckabee, McAteer, Christie, and Karatos.
Nick Wade sent Nedved scored and didn't get anything. Yeah, it goes that way sometimes.
Yeah.
But he scored, so you got to take that.
Yeah, you got to take that away to Liverpool. Anything at all. Is Svensson top of the assist now? 9.
That quite clearly a top.
Norwich 0, Watford 0. Save point for Atmacedis. Max bonus goes to Emblem. 2 each for Gibb, Mackay, Moran, Abbey. That's obviously a good sub appearance from Abbey. Atmacedis, Vega, and Gregan. So yeah, good. Good.
For Atmacedis.
Yeah. 9 points for Atmacedis.
Nice. I think you might be ahead of me this week if you've got Viduka as your captain. It's a bit of a swing.
Yeah, just about. I think that's what's done it. Yeah.
Extra 6 points.
Sunderland 1, Chelsea 2. 1 save point for Salman. Max bonus Petit. That's a bit of a killer pre-wild card. 2 for Emerson Tone. 1 each for Lawson, Issa, Cahill, Salman, Babayaro, Terry, and Desai. Of course, they get a bit of bonus.
Have you seen Tinder XYZ popping up in the chat with the adult
hello.
dating site?
Welcome, Tinder. What have you got for me?
How many Tinder? How did you do this week? Did you get any?
How many points? Yeah. What naughty pics have you got? If you see what I'm saying.
Sex bot attack.
It's good. We take it as a compliment. The bots, they only attack stuff that people channels that people watch, right?
Can we get your adult dating site ChampManFPL puns in the chat, please?
Yeah, Tinder X in the chat trunk. Or maybe we look desperate. Maybe that's it.
Tinderek's been watching the stream patiently for 2.5 hours. Popped it in right at the end. Oh, brilliant.
There's a couple of clowns that need a date. Let's go. Tottenham 1, Arsenal 3. No save points. Max bonus goes to the man, Thierry Henry. What a haul for him. 2 each, Ledley King, Vesterveld, Upson, and Fox in the box, Franny Jeffers. That's the last game.
Captain saying it was Scarface's auto account. Love it.
It's who logs into the ChampMan YouTube channel and watches dodgy shit that causes this to happen? That's what I want to know. Because I know from the Man On channel, it's Darren's fault that I always get pop-ups for recommendations for wrestling videos. So who's got control of the Man On account, of the ChampMan account that's causing this to happen?
Yeah, we have to ask questions, I think.
I think you do have to ask questions for sure.
Team of the week next. Svensson's going to be in it, isn't he? Who else are we going to have? Dublin? Maybe Viduka? Henry, of course. Here we go.
Team of the week. In goal, number 1, at Matt Zedis. Defense, Babiaro 12, Emlyn 9, Lucatelli 9. So 3 at the back. Midfield, good week for midfielders. Emmanuel Petit 12, Svensson 13, Hendry 13, Gerrard 11, and Marinelli 14. Wow. Dublin 12, Thierry Henry 13 up front. Lots of double figures there.
Yeah. A few goals flying in at the end. We had a lot of goals, didn't we, tonight?
Yeah, there's been a good amount of goals. It's like, loads more than last week. So I've enjoyed it. Our first time on together, David. Enjoyed it. Thanks for.
It's been good. I think the left-hand chair succeeded tonight. Just about.
God, yeah, that's true. Not that it's been a mega haul, but yeah, left-hand side. If I've got a green arrow, that'll be the first time I've been sat on the left with a green arrow, I think. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thanks everybody for tuning in. As always, really appreciate it. Thanks for joining in the chat. It really helps us along. And again, same as the last few weeks, when there's actual European semi-finals going on, the fact you're there in the chat is amazing. So thanks very much everybody for tuning in. And